Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Every one of us using Claude, but I bet most of them didn't know about the skills inside the Claude, and those who know have barely scratched their surface. So today in this video, I will tell you from zero to Pro Max what are skills, how we can generate it, and how to use it optimizely. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So we quickly move to the browser, and here we type in the Google complete guide for building the Claude skills. And if you type this, you will get the first Anthropic link and the whole PDF of the complete guide to build skills for Claude. So we'll quickly check out the contents. So content includes introduction, fundamentals, planning, designing, testing and iteration, distribution and sharing, patterns and troubleshooting, resource and references. In today's video, we will cover these two parts, introduction and fundamentals. So let's begin with the introduction. So what introduction says, a skills is a set of instruction package as a simple folder that teaches Claude how to handle specific tasks or workflows. Skill are one of the most powerful way to customize Claude for your specific needs. Instead of re-explaining your preferences, process, and domain expertise in every conversation, skill let you teach Claude once and benefit every time. So what majorly skill is the repetitive instructions or the assets or files you provide every time you prompt or ask a Claude to do something. So instead of every time injecting you as a user, which may alter every time as we design the prompt, we definitely naturally don't write exactly the same prompt. So instead of writing that, if we try to step by step summarize the whole things what we want for this specific set of instruction and make it a specific file named as skills, then Claude uses that to perform the task which you want inside of prompt without writing it. So let's start with the fundamentals. So what fundamentals says, what is a skill? Skill is a folder, as we have already seen. It contains these specific files. So the skill.md file is the must and the only required file which we want inside our skill folder. The skills.md should be spelled like this only, where skill is capitalized, or we can say uppercase, followed by dot and md with the lowercase. Any other possible combination are not being tolerated, they are strictly prohibited by the Claude. Okay, so this file contains instruction in markdown with YAML front matters. What is YAML front matter? We will discuss it in further. So let's then go to the second line, which are scripts. Scripts are totally optional. These are the executable files which can be of any type, like say Python executable file, Node.js, our CMD bash file, or any of the sh file which are directly executable can be kept inside this scripts folder. Okay, other than scripts, we have references. References are again an optional entity. Documentation loaded as needed, any of the templates or files which we require for reference can be kept inside the reference folder. Inside the assets, assets are again optional. Assets contain the template fonts, icons, or any of the references or asset which you require to do certain tasks inside the script can be kept here. So we can, as we can see, like we can keep scripts, references, assets. These are all optional, but skills should be present inside the skill folder. Now let's check out few of the principles design of the skill folder. So as skill is a major part, or we can say heavy quantity as part as concerned with the token, these are loaded progressively in three levels. Okay, so the first level consists of YAML front matters. So what YAML front matters do, always loaded in the Claude system prompt, provide just enough information for Claude to know when each skill should be used without loading all of it into the context. So let's say I have tons of skills for every individual task. So it is not a good practice to load every skills every time, making prompt more and more huge taking lots of context and wasting our tokens. So what YAML front matter do, it just has, we can say it's kind of an index page for skills, index page of skills for Claude. Okay, so it will have what all skills Claude currently have, and all the skills with their respective description, so that Claude can check like which skill is relevant for the particular task asked by the user, and it will pick that skill only, and only the required amounts of things inside that skills. Okay, so the second level is the skill.md body file, which is loaded when Claude think the skill is relevant to the current task, contains the full instruction and guideline as I have already explained. The third level is the linked file. These are all the linked file. Scripts, references, assets, which are optional, are the linked file, which are additional files bundled within the skill directly that Claude can choose to navigate and discover only as needed. As I have already said, we don't want to populate the prompt with over jargon information. Only the relevant information should be picked. Now talk about composability. So as we can say, like Claude can load multiple skills simultaneously. Your skill should work well alongside other, not assume it's the only capability available. So let's say if you want Claude to generate a report, so to generating a report we need few of the data analysis skills and data projection skills. What Claude will do, Claude will first insert the report skill. Report skill further required few of these data fetching or data aggregation MCPs or skills. So it will call it accordingly, then it will fetch that things using the data population or data aggregation skill, and with the help of that, once it gets the whole context, then it requires this data projection skill to project the data. So in this way, as you can see, like report skill uses the data aggregation or data population skill and data projection skill to generate a whole report. You can see simultaneously skills can work together. Okay. Now for MCP builder, skills plus connector. So for MCP, skills are one of the major part, because MCP, you have already done the hard work of creating the MCP, aggregating the tools and using it. But how to use it, when to use it, and how to properly get all the things from that tools is only written inside the skills. As you can see, we have already have the working MCP server. You have done the hard part. Skills are the knowledge layer on top of capturing the workflows, and the best practice you already know. So Claude can apply them consistently. As with the help of kitchen analogy, if we can summarize, MCP provides the professional kitchen access to tools, ingredients and the equipment, but a skill provide the recipe, step by step instruction on how to create something valuable. Here are few of the points mentioned for skills, like connect Claude to your services. Notion, what we can do with the MCP, Notion, Asana, Linear, we can connect it, provide the real-time data access and tools invocation, which is what Claude can do. But with the help of skills, teaches Claude how to use your services effectively, capture workflows and best practices, and it tells you how Claude should do it. This tell what Claude can do it. This tell how Claude should do it. Okay. Here are few of the pros and cons. Like without skill, user connects your MCP but don't know what to do next. Supporting ticket asking, how do I do X with your integration? Each conversation start from scratch. Inconsistent result because user prompt differently each time. User blame your connector when the real issue in workflow guidance. But with the help of skills, pre-built workflow activate automatically when needed. Consistent, reliable tool usage. Best practice embedded in every interaction. Lower learning curve for your integration. So as you have seen, with the help of skill we can achieve many more things using the MCP, which are already been there but don't know how to use it. But with the help of skills we can do it very effectively. So quickly summarize with few of the diagrams. Let's just open a PDF which I have built. So here you can see building skills for the Claude. Don't worry, I will attach both of the PDF and the link inside the description for your references. So as you can see, the fundamentals here I have differentiated MCP with the skills, connect Claude to your service, okay, provide raw access to your tools and real-time data, dictate what Claude can do, what MCP can do without skill. But what MCP can do with skill teaches Claude how to use your service effectively, capture domain expertise and pre-build workflow, dedicate how Claude should do it. Okay, and here is the whole disclosure, progressive disclosure, what I have already seen. Like the orange layer represent the YAML front matter, which will have the indexes of skills for the Claude, and the core instructions, which is this olive green part, which is our body of the skill.md file, where all the basic instructions and things which skill can do has been written. And the third, the innermost layer, dark blue, represent the assets, references, and links. Maybe we can say linked file exposure by Cloud Dynamic, minimize the token usage. Okay, so this is how our whole directory should look like. So as previously the first line say, skill is a folder having this name. One thing, the skill follow the kebab case, and this kebab case is must required, not other possible combination, because this is strictly prohibited by the Claude. It should be exactly as is, all lower characters separated by hyphen, which we can say kebab case. Your skill name, maybe any of the skills name, but in kebab case, followed by the file skill.md. Again, skill.md has a specific what we can say format, caps, SKIIL, all caps, dot MD, MD in lowercase, and rest of this all in uppercase. And the rule for this is critical, must be exactly as I've said, case sensitive. Do not use a readme.md inside this folder. This is again a caution for creating a skills. Okay, then we have script file, executable code, as I've already mentioned, Python, Bash, etc. References, documentation loaded as needed, assets, template, font, icon inside the output file. So I guess it will cover all. Rest we will again continue in the second video. If you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe, and follow back, and come again for another chapter of the skill creation. Thank you for watching.